So, I've been looking into cadences and how I should potentially end my song, or just songs in general for the free. Just looking into all three and the best ways to end and how they feel in each different circumstance. So, starting with a half cadence, which is any note to the fifth degree of a scale. So, let's use just A minor. So if we start with obviously the first being A, going to the fifth. So if a half cadence is any note going to the fifth, it could potentially end like. I'm assuming what they mean by any note is literally any note. I might be wrong. It's not that effective. So I feel like this is probably used when people don't really want to end the song, wants to represent maybe something should come after it, maybe something like, wrong doesn't end well, things like that. So potentially this could be something I could use in any of my songs that I don't want to fully end. I don't want people to be on edge. Then authentic cadences, which is a fifth going to a first. So that's just I feel like that ends it quite well. Even, so that's completion. That makes it so the song sounds fully ended, which I'm sure I can use in one of my songs if I want to, because I'm sure potentially only one I might want to make it so it doesn't feel like it ends. So authentic cadences is something I could definitely use to maybe end on a happy note. Then plagal cadences, which is a fourth going to a first, I believe. So back into the A minor. It sounds like a start of a song instead of at the end. Plagal somewhere else. No, that's not plagal, sorry. Oh no, that is, sorry. That weren't a fifth last time, but that weren't authentic, the one I did before. Sorry about that. Authentic is, which sounds like it ends a lot more. Sorry, my bad. So then plagal. It still sounds like it ends, but it sounds like it ends with a bit of a mystery. Like something needs to follow, but it doesn't have to, Then deceptive cadences, which is a fourth to any note but the first. So if we say A minor is the first, we're going to start with the fourth. That sounds like it just doesn't end. Again, doesn't end. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, so deceptive cadences I just feel like they don't end, which again is something I could use to choose between the half cadence and the deceptive cadence if I want to. It sounds like it doesn't end, so half cadence or deceptive is definitely something I could use if I want to and explore further. I've been looking into cadences and how they create a sense of resolution. Obviously we've got the perfect cadence, which is a 5 degree going into a first, the root position. So that's obviously in the A minor. Again, it's or somewhere else. Again, just going to to C, just two easy ones. Just B major, sorry, I believe that's B major, yeah. They sound really completed. Probably, obviously, that's why they're called perfect cadences, which is again something I'm sure I could definitely use in some of my songs, but I definitely want to see how I can explore my emotions through using cadences. Yeah, so the perfect cadence obviously like ends with tonic as the highest note. Imperfect is where anyone is not followed of the perfect cadence. So that means I said that really bad. Basically, is an imperfect cadence is a perfect cadence which has one thing from the perfect cadence which is wrong. So perfect cadence is a 5 to a 1 which has root position and ends with a tonic as the highest note. So imperfect cadence is one of them things which doesn't have it. So obviously I'll look into that. And then and then I looked into seventh degrees, how the seventh always wants to build up to the first. So obviously if I'm playing a song, sounds like it's building up. So obviously stuff like that, resolution, tension, I'll be looking into that more, and just to see how it goes. But I'll definitely look into cadences. Obviously this is me looking into cadences. Yeah.